Okay, you're good to go.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Human Services Commission meeting, and I welcome all of the faces that are here in person and those of you that are participating by the telephone. And we're happy that Suzanne, who had some major surgery in the past week, is on the call with us. I'd like to, if we could, do a roll call. So Laura Inserto, Chair.
Julie DeMarco.
Lindsay Lorenzo, Vice Chair.
Mary Ellen Gavin. Carolyn Derby.
Those on the phone? Anybody on the phone? I think we lost them. They might still be muted.
Unmute.
Okay, we just went through a roll call here. Anyone on the phone, can you please identify yourself?
Sure, Suzanne Tescani.
Great. Anybody else? All right, well, welcome. So if we could just take a second and everybody participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I was looking for a flag in the flyer.
Okay.
I thought so, yeah. Anyway, thank you, everybody. What I'd like to do is first get an approval of September's minutes. Anybody have any questions, comments? Do I have...
Excuse me, Laura, this is Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, do we have a quorum?
We do.
Hi, Sheila. I'm counting 4 people. I have Suzanne, Laura, Carolyn, and Linda.
And Mary Ellen Gavin.
Okay, Mary Ellen's there too, okay.
Yes. Thank you, Sheila.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, do I have an acceptance or approval of our September minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the July minutes.
That was Linda and Carolyn.
July minutes? No, September.
September.
Yeah. Seconded by Carolyn.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I fell asleep that Monday that I had the meeting.
You mean? Oh, wait. Minutes are approved. Okay, now we'll move on to Carolyn.
Okay.
But I do know that I did call this morning, but he wasn't there. But you already know about the flu thing, and that's really it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's honest. So the health department is setting up the flu clinic. This is their second clinic. Tomorrow it's the second clinic, and it's scheduled for tomorrow from 10 to 5. And they have the high dose and the low dose. And then Saturday is the vaccine booster from 10 to 7 by appointment only in the gym for those who are eligible to get it.
Moderna.
But they're having the Griffin van come, and that'll be also Pfizer.
Oh,
great.
Yep, by appointment only, though.
yeah.
No sleeping through your vaccine.
No, I didn't get that.
Julie, it's Suzanne. How do you know who is, who's appropriate for the high and the low dose? Is that something that the client tells you, or how does that get determined?
I don't honestly know, because that's run by the health department. I would think that that's something that your physician would recommend to you.
Okay.
At age 65
Thank you.
65 and above is getting the booster. Not booster, I should say.
The high dose?
The enhanced flu. And there's 2 enhanced flu ones for people that are 65 and older.
Perfect.
Sometimes with immunocompromised, if there's a physician's order, it's really up to the pharmacist. If it's done at a pharmacy, to kind of figure that out. But anyone over age at 65 and above gets enhanced.
And that was Mary Ellen. Great.
Good. That's great.
Any questions for Carolyn other than that? Excellent. Thanks, Carolyn. All right, old business. No, what am I saying? We already went over that. New business. So Julie and I participated on a phone call it was already 2 weeks ago, I believe,
Yes.
of charter review for our town. And it was a pretty lively and vibrant discussion amongst those that called in. A lot of RTM members, members of the town,
It was for boards and commissioners.
boards and commissioners, but were RTM members on it?
I think maybe there were some, but
thought
it
so.
was, they were targeting, boards and commissioners.
Boards and commissions. And Julie was kind enough to print off 6 copies, which is a 70-page document, because I started to print it myself. And she asterisked those areas of the charter that were discussed that pertain to the Human Services Commission. So that would be the 1.4 article, organization of town government, elected positions, and appointed by the first select person, appointed by the board of select persons, appointed by other bodies. And then if you go on to page 2, eligibility for appointed town officials. And then on page, so I think that, then it looks like page 10, Human Services Commission and Department. And there's an asterisk at the top of that page. And then Department of Human Services, Standards of Conduct on the same page. And then it goes actually into the charter. So I'm going to turn this over to Julie because she did, go through it in greater detail than I've had time to do, and can, bring us up to light on exactly how we want to focus on this and
Great.
what we need to do as a commission.
Perfect. So Sheila, Loretta came today too. I just wanted to make sure you knew she's here.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be vacuuming later. All right, so the town has appointed a charter review commission, and they're looking for any and all feedback. I highlighted those areas that impact you as a commission and also a department, but that shouldn't limit you to looking through this and making suggestions on any area. They really want any and all feedback. When Laura and I went, it was a small meeting. I was very proud that Laura was there because I think you were the only chair there, which was
For
amazing.
all boards and commissions?
Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully you all took a peek at it to read through before the meeting, so that because we're not going to read through the whole charter, but you could also take it home and we can discuss it a little more next time if you like. The areas that I addressed at our commission, at that one meeting, was the language in Human Services Commission and Department, and that was section 10.16. And you'll see in section A, the language is just very out of date. The Human Services Commission shall have members representing the interests of aging and the handicapped, and may form its own committees with additional persons to assist and advise the Human Services Commission in matters which concerns the conditions and needs of aging and of handicapped persons. So I did suggest at the meeting we attended that they just end the sentence, interests of aging, not end it, say the interests of aging, and then add and social services, and removed and the handicapped from both sections, because we have the new commission commission on disability. So that'll be an entire new commission and won't need to be under this. So that was the one thing that we did already discuss.
Okay.
So as other things come up, the other parts that are in here that are highlighted that are not specific to human services are for you in particular. It's the code of conduct for commissioners, the breakdown of how commissioners are chosen, and what the roles and responsibilities are. So that's an important thing for you to take a look at to see if there are changes or if anything is outdated. This hasn't been done for 10 years. So there's different nuances, there's been changes in how things are run and operated, so it's really important that you take a look at it and see if it fits still.
Does every town that has a Human Services Commission have the same kind of charter basically.
Well,
Detailed, as detailed as this.
Well, this is the whole
commission.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Wow.
is, most places that have have commissions like that will have them included in their charter.
I even knew there was one.
Yeah, no, it's a very thorough document, yeah. And you'll see in the papers, there's lots of discussion about what the commission, about what this task force is looking at and what they're doing. But this is a wonderful opportunity to have your voice heard on issues that don't get heard till every 10 years. Something we need to discuss and figure out is whether or not it's time to make that recommendation to make the Disabilities Commission permanent, and because it hasn't met yet, it's hard to prove the need of it.
Yeah. Julie, when do you need input by?
I think the goal is that the charter will be revised and ready to vote on for the next election in 2022. I don't know when they're wrapping up. They're looking for feedback, all fall. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Me's here, Sheila.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. So we're just on the charter. So, we can discuss some of the issues if you've read it and you already know what you want to talk about, but if not, we can table that for next month.
Yeah, I don't know if people had an opportunity to read it. It was, when I finally looked at it, it was 70 pages. That's a lot to absorb.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's the charter. I start on the top of the pages that are about this commission or human services, but they're looking for feedback on everything. So if you have ideas on any area, it's important to share that.
Will there be another call? Or that's it?
They're having a lot of opportunities for public opinion.
Okay. And where would we find those times published or whatever?
I think they're included in the weekly updates, but I'm sure it's got to be somewhere on the town website.
Okay. Because I haven't gotten anything more than my first. Okay. Thank you, Julie.
Sure.
Yeah, we thought that was worthwhile to include in our agenda this month. Any other new business? One of the things I wanted to ask Brenda was, did she ever get any kind of feedback on dues for human services or senior centers?
Yeah, we've had a whole bunch of responses on that. We just haven't, before we'll present to you why we want to do that before we implement anything, but we're just not quite there yet.
Because I also never reported back the information I received from all of you about the research you did.
Mm-hmm.
There were still several people I didn't hear from, so I thought I would give them an opportunity, but I can probably just present what I've received.
Sure.
And leave it at that, right?
Yep.
Because there was work put in, so maybe we can add that to next month's agenda. I will report on that. So I don't want you to think that went in vain. A lot of you did a lot of work on that and put time in. So thank you. We'll put that on next month's agenda. Anything else?
I apologize. I'm sorry that I forgot what traffic is like on Mill Plain Road and Post Road. It's been a long time since I've come down at this hour. So I apologize for being late. Did we already approve the minutes?
Yes.
Can I give some feedback on the minutes before we, unless it is...
How does that work?
Is
that okay? I don't know if they're approved and seconded, but maybe Sheila, what happened?
We didn't vote on them.
Right.
Yeah, you did vote on them, but if is it a grammatical thing? I mean, I can just change it.
Was it accepted as written? Two things. Under any business, it says that, this is Loretta J. speaking.
Yeah.
It says that I received 3 applications. Well, that's actually technically accurate. We probably want to say that the first woman's office received 3 applications.
Okay, that's fine. Can you just email me the recommended changes?
Sure. I can.
It's just a technicality, it sounds like. It's not.
And actually, it's so funny you bring that up, Loretta. This is Laura. We received 2 applications for the Human Services Commission, and they went through the first select women's office as well, but I don't think it matters either way, right? Because they came to me and you as well.
Right, and that's the same way.
They went to their office,
Yeah.
their first selectman's office sent it, forwarded it on.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you just email me, those changes just for clarification, and I will make them and, submit them before I submit the final draft. I mean, the final version.
Putting it on the website, yeah. Thank you, Sheila.
Okay.
Okay, department update.
So I did not hand it to you, but there's some newsletters there. We are having a breakfast, a day after Veterans Day breakfast, which is a week from tomorrow, from 9:30 to 11. We are all more than welcome to attend, and it's a drive-through only. We were going to see if we could have it inside, but without knowing what the weather is, it's just safer at this point to have it outside and drive-through. And we're doing bacon, egg, and cheeses and juice. We are working on the next session for classes, which will start in January. This is Brenda's report. So we are advising seniors we're requiring seniors to register in advance for all programs. And it's going well for us. We're limited in the size of the classes, and we're hoping by January we're able to expand and have some more open things that people can drop in on and serve coffee again, and then revisit the lunch program. And for social services, we're gearing up for our holiday giving program. That starts Thanksgiving time, so that we give out gift cards. We're not going back the way of gifts and wrapped presents, because the gift cards really worked in providing the families with dignity to go out and buy their own gifts rather than be assigned what they get. We are on the hunt for a new social worker. We've gotten a lot of wonderfully qualified applications, part-time, 19.5 hours.
That's a good part.
How long has this position been open?
Since August. We have a social worker who went on maternity leave, and we did not post it until mid-September.
She went on leave and then she's not coming back.
Right. Yeah. And that's it for the Department of Friends. I meant to bring down the list of their accomplishments and their generosity. They provided us with the furniture outside, you'll see on the patio.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
nice.
Yep, and we are expanding that patio because of ARPA funds, and they will get us more furniture, the same furniture, so that we have even more outside.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. It's very generous, and it looks beautiful. We really took advantage of being outside this summer.
Oh, yeah.
And this fall. The weather's been nice, and that was a wonderful gift for us.
Oh, there's many upgrades throughout.
Yeah.
Julie took me, there's some lovely photos throughout this hallway.
Yeah.
Members,
Yeah.
really nice.
I'd be happy to show you around after the
Everything
meeting.
looks so clean and
Yeah.
fresh. They painted. It's lovely, yeah.
When did the...
Very inviting. That's very inviting to people.
Yeah.
When I came in, I met Janet, she said, oh, you can take your mask off. When did that happen?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago? Okay.
First select woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I watched your letters, I thought, if you were in stuff,
It was all over town, like it was immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. She said, and after
She said
the
to
noon at
everyone,
12:05.
yeah,
Yeah,
Friday,
that's exactly right.
maybe I was asleep.
So on the front door, do you have that they're optional? Or
No, nothing.
No.
There's
No,
nothing
and
on
we
the front door.
the seniors are getting enough information that everybody who's coming we can't ask if they're vaccinated, but volunteer that they are. We did have signs up, they ripped, so I took them down before you came, because I didn't really want to be embarrassed about the condition of the signs in the edges.
Yeah.
We'll put them back up, we'll get some
Yeah,
nice.
No, I just, from a senior perspective, there's a lot of confusion going on about the masks and no masks, and a lot of them are immunocompromised still.
Yeah.
And I was just someplace right before here, and it's just, as soon as the person walked in, the woman was like, you can take your mask off, which I think makes that person very self-conscious.
Mhm.
It's right, choice to wear it.
Yeah.
And I think that sign just saying the masks are optional is being removed, instead of saying, literally, as you walk in the store, you're saying to every person.
Right.
Right.
And I thought that was a little, I just
Mixed
think it's a little bit more
messaging.
dignified and a little bit cleaner.
Right.
There were just signs posted that they're optional.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
idea.
it does make sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because a lot of them are immunocompromised and have not, it's just age makes them immunocompromised. they're having a hard time getting the booster appointments.
They sure are.
Well,
Yeah.
why?
It fills up like that.
For the Moderna ones or the
Yeah.
Pfizer ones?
Well, the
So
problem
we're gonna
is-
have both here.
They're going to?
But more globally, the problem is they have mega centers that were doing 1,000 patients a day, and there are no mega centers anymore.
Oh,
Pharmacy and pharmacy driven. And,
Oh,
some health centers like this, about 80% of them are gonna be from pharmacies,
Yeah,
and they are appointments only. And
Right.
they're very
So
tight
they're-
in space, so they can only do about 140, 150 a day.
Right.
Versus 1,000 a day. So I had people driving up from Greenwich yesterday to get.
Wow.
yeah, I called early and they gave me like a 12:15 appointment. And then the appointment started at 10, so I knew they were filling up
Yeah.
fast.
you got your booster?
Yeah, well, I got my appointment for Saturday.
Oh, okay.
This is my third shot.
And so we will be offering it here.
Yeah, you missed it.
The health
but
department.
Julie
so
covered
we-
that in the beginning.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they are running the
Yeah.
call center and, yep, it's independent.
Are they going to, give the kids, like administer the kids vaccines? They haven't said anything yet?
Not in the senior center.
Yeah, I don't know, they may, I don't know.
They do the flu clinic here with
Yeah.
the little kids.
Yeah, the
so-
flu, yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly that.
It's a health center. so
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
For me.
There was something else I was gonna ask
I
about.
want to congratulate you on the Medicare thing. I think that's
Thanks.
wonderful.
Thank you, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
It's so important. There's such confusion,
There really is.
such confusion.
I think it was
Thank you.
related kind of to that. So can you clarify for us, Julie, what are the operating hours of the senior center? Is everybody welcomed? I mean, are people registering? Give us an update as to what's
So we're open, the staff has been here, all along, 8:30 to 4:30 or 5. The seniors can come in if they register for a program. We still, through December, we are requiring people to only come in if they're registered.
Okay.
We have limited spaces in classes. We were able to add a few more this second semester, 30 in some of the exercise classes.
How do they register? Is it calling?
We have you're too young, God bless you. There's a key fob when you register.
Oh, I have a key fob.
Oh.
Well, not for here,
Right.
but in
Yeah.
general.
But we
Yeah.
have to renew it,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Okay.
it's the senior center key fob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you can't have that yet. But, so with that fob, they set up an account on something called My Active Center, which is connected to that database.
Okay.
So they can go on there and
They do
sign
it.
up online. And if they don't have access to a computer or can't navigate the system, they can call up.
Okay.
And it's working. It's hard for people who aren't used to the system. Like if they're not on the computer, they feel like they can just walk in. And there's been a lot of education. We also are allowing Fairfield residents to register first, so out-of-towners
Okay.
are not able to sign up until it works. And that's worked for the exercise classes as well, because they fill up quickly. And we very often do not differentiate between residents or non-residents, because anybody can join, but this is the time that we were able to do that.
So any of these.
Julie, it's Suzanne. Can they sign up for lunch remotely as well?
They can. We're only
That's
serving
great.
lunch on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
So they can sign up remotely, they can tell us when they're here on a Friday that they're coming the next week, and we can sign them up.
Great.
Yeah, it is. We do not allow for payments yet, that we're hoping to have happen starting in,
Right.
So basically, we're just going through 2021 as a safety precaution,
Yes.
and then we revisit in 2022, or it's a definite it's going to open
We're
full-fledged?
planning for, it's not the same as it was, but we are planning for the coffee shop being open again, and for lunch more frequently. We haven't determined how often, we're doing a survey right now on how often people would come for lunch. And last time we did that, people said once a week, so we do Fridays. And we had got a lot of feedback that they wanted lunch more, and we are just now getting the surveys back to find that out.
Great.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit more open. We'll have drop-in programs resume for, like ping pong in the pool room and the crafts, and the library will be open for people to just come in, and exercises, lectures, movies will all still be registered because, that's a group, and we need to know about the contact tracing. So I feel like we're much better prepared for January to be a little bit more open and free. I don't think people are gonna rush in to be in a big crowd yet. I don't think they're ready for it.
Especially not in the winter.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's good. The gradual will be due to the weather too.
Right, right.
Colder
And it's comfortable, like, we're getting good feedback about the pace.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody here that hasn't registered, we have to register ourselves every year.
You do.
And I forgot to do it myself, so I just want to remind everybody.
Not you, Nee.
Yeah.
I have to do it. I got something in the mail. I'll take care of it.
You did? Okay, good. What was that?
50.
Yeah?
So we have to register to be.
If you want to join the senior center, not to be a commissioner,
Yeah.
you know.
I want to play pickleball.
I do too. I think I'm registered to play.
Yeah, good.
That's great.
I'm
You can
registered as Bob worked.
Oh, good.
Perfect. And you'll just have to register to sign up to, so you get court time.
I got the form. That's what I have to fill out myself.
Yeah, and it's online, the form is online.
Right, right. Anything else under department updates? Friends news, anything?
The furniture.
Yeah.
From Irv, he and I met with, the first select woman about, and I think Jackie Berlin was there as well, about, AARP livable communities,
Mhm.
age-friendly communities at Greenwich's, Suzanne was part of that. And we're starting that process. I don't know, we're starting to investigate that process.
What is that, that's like a designation, or?
It is, it's a town-wide designation, it's not just a senior center thing, each department assesses its age friendliness and where there can be improvements, we're in pretty good shape when you look at the basics of it. Next time I'll bring in there's 8 areas that, we have a lot that's already going for us, and it's certainly areas to improve, but, it's a.
Like walkability, is it like, or?
It's transportation, it's housing, it's, recreation. I think I know these off the top of my head, but we are doing a lot of this right, and that's kind of reassuring, yeah. So, that's a long process.
And Irv is doing it through Fairfield Senior Advocate.
He is, right, so we're starting the process. So what will happen is there'll be like a task force, if we go forward with it, there'll be a task force that's put together of, community partners and stakeholders to assess different areas, and there'll be 8 different groups about those different areas of livability. And then there's a big report, there's a lot of town meetings, there's a big report that comes out once it's all done.
Big.
Great program.
Yeah, big initiative.
And I think there are funds available once you hit a designation, you can get a lot of funding.
Right, and it's AARP supported, yeah. So, yeah.
That's a good, nice gateway to getting a lot of grants.
Does this commission need to get involved, aside obviously from you?
Definitely, when the time comes, supporting it and maybe having a liaison to, that task force would be great, or somebody on the task force.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Wait, and the
we're
task force
just
was
super
created
early.
yet?
No, very early stages.
Right. Good.
Yeah.
And that would be through here, the task force, or no, through what?
It's a town-wide thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a 5-year project for Greenwich, a 5-year.
Oh, wow.
3 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you're right, a lot of the things were already in place, it's a matter of just kind of coordinating it.
Right, and it's like pinpointing, this we have this.
Like
Yeah.
just something as simple as having all of the crosswalks in town wheelchair friendly,
Mhm.
and walker and
Right.
you know, just something like that.
Right, and it's thinking in a way that makes that happen. Yeah, I think it'll be a great thing for us.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah, Irv had sent information on it. I could probably go back and resurrect that email.
Yep, and I can resend that
Months
too.
ago, yeah. It would be good. I think everybody's just a little rusty, right?
Yeah.
We've all been kind of sleeping. Right, Carolyn? Any other business? Anyone wants to bring up? Excellent. Well, I think if we don't have anything else, then we can probably close this meeting. Can I ask for a motion?
I'll be happy to make that motion, Madam Chairman. It's Suzanne.
Second?
I'll second it, Suzanne, it's Linda.
Nice try, Carolyn.
Thank you, Linda.
All in favor?
Carolyn.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Sheila, appreciate it.
You're welcome. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.